Hey, it's Callan from Authentic Lifestyle Design, and today I want to talk to you about why you should travel. I think this is a really important topic, and travel is something that's near and dear and close to my heart. So, I've done a lot of traveling in my life. I've been to about 20 countries over 3 continents, and it's been an amazing experience being able to go and see so many things. And by travel, I'm not just talking about taking a vacation, I'm not talking about sitting in a resort and relaxing. I'm talking about getting into the world, getting amongst other cultures, going and seeing new places and new things, and really going deep and participating in those different communities and those different groups. So, I think travel is something that grows every human. Generally, you grew up in a culture, so likely if you're watching this, you probably grew up in maybe a Western culture. I'm in Australia, so I grew up with an Australian culture. And once you leave that country you're born in, you experience completely different cultures and in completely different ways of living, and it really opens you into how diverse we really are as human beings. But also, it also shows you how similar we are and how we all kind of want the same things. We all want our needs met, we all want love, we all want good people around us, and so on. Most of us want to bring some kind of positive value to the world in our own ways, to a lesser or greater degree. And once you travel, you start to see these patterns and you start to see all these different groups, and it's something that grows you. Another thing, and this is something I've noticed immensely in my life, so you grew up a certain way. For example, say you grew up and you were the shy kid, right? You're the shy kid, and everyone kind of knows you as the shy kid. That ego or that layer you've put on yourself can be really hard to get rid of when everyone around you associates you as being shy. When you travel, that's different. When you travel, nobody knows you. Nobody knows what you're like. So if you're trying to change, or if you're trying to wear some different kind of personality and you want to be slightly different, then this is the optimal opportunity to do so. Because you can shed those things away. Because when you go to a new place and you're around new people, they don't know who you are, they don't know what you were like. So all of a sudden, you're not the shy kid, you're just whoever you are. Say, if I was Callan and I was anxious, right, then I'm not Callan who is anxious now, I'm just Callan. And that's a really freeing kind of thing. Plus, it's opening, it opens your mind when you travel. You get to see different things, and you realize that there's more than one way to live. There isn't just one script you follow. The script varies depending on where you are in the world. And you need to pay attention to that because you're writing the script. And you grew up in a certain culture, you went to school and you learned certain things, and essentially you were put on a certain path, but when you open and you branch out of that and you go and explore some different cultures, you start to see alternatives and that things can be done different ways. And that doesn't even have to be travel overseas, that could even be traveling within your country, meeting different groups of people, associating with different social circles. So many different things you could do. So traveling's important, and it's something you will get tremendous value from. And there's so many places. What I would recommend is to book a flight once the bug's over to some place that's completely different from where you live. So if you live here in Australia, maybe go to Africa, something really different, right? Or maybe go to Southeast Asia, some non-touristy part of Southeast Asia, just to get that culture shock and to realize how different and how vast we all are as human beings, and how we all live on this planet together, and how endlessly interesting and how big it is. I recommend that to everybody. So I hope that I persuaded you. A couple other reasons you could travel. One is you become interesting when you leave your country. You'll meet interesting people. You'll meet different people. You'll get good at making friends. You'll become worldly. You'll become interesting. You'll have lots of stories and lots of things to talk about. And so many others. It really opens you up in a lot of ways, and I recommend everyone travel to at least some point You might not have the bug, you might not want to do what I want to do and travel the world, but at the same time, just do what you can do. I mean, for example, I've spent months over in Europe, and then I've spent time in Japan and Thailand and Bali and all these different countries. Now I'm teaching here in a little country town in Australia called Warren. I came out here kind of to experience a different pace of life, different kinds of people, less busyness, more tranquility, to focus on being more productive and hustling, as well as getting a start into teaching, and a bunch of reasons. But even though I'm in Warren, which is only 6 hours from my hometown, it's different. Different place, different rhythm, slightly different people. And that's going to grow me as a person. So I encourage it. If you got any value from this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and we'll go from there. Enjoy the rest of your day.